If we're going to rebuild sport in Australia, then we're going to have to rethink one of the most important roles in a child's life, the coach. Because the old definition just isn't working. For too long, coaching has been seen as technical, as tactical, as performance driven, as something reserved for the loudest voice, the most confident adult, or the person who knows the most drills. But that's not what kids need today. That's not what communities need. And that's not what movements are built on. We're creating something different, something new, a new generation of leaders who just don't teach skills, they build belonging. We call them movement leaders. Movement leaders do more than coach. They create the environment. They set the tone. They make the space feel safe. They make the kids feel seen. They make the experience feel possible. A movement leader isn't defined by how much they know. They're defined by how they make people feel. Movement leaders understand emotional safety. They know that a child won't try something new if they're scared of being embarrassed. They know that confidence grows in calm environments. They know that belonging comes from bravery. They don't shout. They don't shame. They don't push kids. They build trust. One moment at a time. Movement leaders design for every ability. They don't ask who's the best. They ask who needs me today. They adapt. They adjust. They create versions that work for shy kids, kids with disabilities, kids who are new, kids who learn differently, kids who need time, kids who need encouragement. They don't filter kids out, they bring kids in. Movement leaders share the power. They don't stand at the front and control everything. They hand leadership to the kids. They say, you run the warm-up. You choose the teams. You explain the rules. You lead the challenges. Because leadership grows when young people are trusted with responsibility. Movement leaders understand community. They know that sport is not just about a game. It's about a relationship around the game. They welcome families. They connect with teachers. They build bridges between kids who might never have spoken to each other. They create spaces where everyone feels they belong. That is how culture is built, not through rules, but through people. Movement leaders use technology with purpose, not to track performance, not to add to pressure, but to share stories, celebrate growth, connect communities, support learning, reduce admin, and make participation easier. Technology becomes a tool for inclusion, not exclusion. Movement leaders don't burn out because the system is designed to support them. Short sessions, simple formats, shared roles, clear expectations, no pressure to be perfect, no pressure to know everything. They're not superheroes, they're humans, supported, valued and trusted. This is the new generation of coaches, not sideline shouters, not clipboard commanders, not gatekeepers. Movement leaders, people who build belonging, create safety, empower youth, design for inclusion, connect communities, use technology wisely, carry the flight principles into every session. These are the leaders who will shape the next decade of Australian sport. And the best part, they're everywhere. They're teachers, they're parents, youth, volunteers, community members, people who care. You don't need a badge to be a movement leader. You just need the courage to show up and the heart to lead.